Well, you've done well so far. You've got yourself, the landlord. You've put in the tenant, property described. You've got some guarantors, the director and maybe a couple of other people in as guarantors. The more, the merrier. Now we've got to describe the actual premises. This is the location in which your tenant will have use of the property. So I'm going to make it's 126 Holbeck Street, but I'm not going to type it into the Google search. I'm going to put it in here because it's only portion of 126 Holbeck Street in, say, Double Bay, or this is a national commercial lease, so it could be in Victoria, Darwin, Brisbane, Burnie, Cairns, who have I missed out? Adelaide, Perth, anywhere. It deals with all rules again with all Australian states. But actually, it's not portion of 126 Holbeck Street. It's Suite 62. 126 Holbeck Street. Hang on, no, it's not. It's actually 126. It's going to have the whole of the block. So it's 126 Holbeck Street. So you put in whatever's relevant there. As it says here, you can lease anything you want. So it could be the floor of a building, in which case that would be level 36, 126 Holbeck Street. Could be a shop 173, 126 Holbeck Street. Or in this case, it's the whole standalone property at 126 Holbeck Street. They're getting everything. Now, there's a lawyer's tip for peace of mind. One of my lawyers wrote that, and it's lovely to see we're giving peace of mind as lawyers. You see here that my solicitors, my commercial solicitors, have correctly recommended that you attach a sheet of paper, being a floor plan or a diagram of what the location will look like, particularly if it's not the whole of 126 or it's a portion of. So you're welcome to do that. Very common. Just make sure that you put that at the back of the commercial lease, and yourself as the landlord, the tenants and the guarantors all sign it. If you get stuck, just telephone the law firm and one of my solicitors will speak with you. Now we move to the size of the premises. Now, we're in Australia, we're in metres, so that's square metres. Now, I've forgotten how to calculate a rectangular square metre. I'm a tax lawyer, not a mathematician, so let's hope that my solicitors have put in how to calculate the size. There we go. There we go. For us, I know the engineers are laughing, doing lawyer jokes, but here we go. Simple calculation. For a standard square rectangular space, simply multiply the width by the length in metres. So in this instance, the 126 Holbeck Street is 10 metres wide by 12 metres long, so it's an exact rectangle. 10 times 12 is 120 square metres. So I'm going to type in 120 square metres. But I've just recalculated, it's actually 120.02 square metres. Now, hang on, I can't type in metres, or I can't type in words. What's going on here? That's because we, as your lawyer, acting for the landlord, restrict many things in this commercial lease so it stays viably correct as a legally prepared document. And we've already put in metre squared into the commercial lease. You just put in numbers here. In this case, it's 120.02 metres square. What if my addresses change? Well, it doesn't matter. Addresses change all the time. That doesn't change anything. In your permitted use, why do I want a permitted use for? I don't care what they use it for. Yes, you do, Mr. Landlord. You don't want them renting it out as a corner delicatessen to find they now run it as a nightclub at just 4 o'clock in the morning. You have to agree with the tenant what they're going to use it for. Now, the name of the game is to try and reduce the permitted use as low as possible. Does our hint say that? Ah, it does. There we go. Very well prepared hints. I did supervise the production of these hints. So it says here the name of the game is to reduce the permitted use down as far as you possibly can. So I'm not going to have it professional officers. I'm going to have it as accounting officers, which means now that you couldn't use it for financial planning or architecture. Now, I'm not going to probably get away with that, so they're probably going to have professional services. And I'd be happy with it. I think professional services are fine. Good. On to the start date and term. Oh, before we do, I just want to touch on, see the red bits? That means we're not happy with it and you haven't answered it correctly. You need to have green ticks next to each and everything. If you're not sure, just go next and it'll tell you what needs to be updated. Now we're going to move to the next section.